We've all seen the kid at Amundsen in a ChemE test. The look on his face is dazed, confused, and full of distress. He asked the DA for what help he could spare with the fear in his eyes. And I don't know is all the proctor could reply. And God forbid you ever had to take a test for me, 'cause then you really might know what it's like to be ChemE. Then you really might know what it's like. 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 John got a recommendation from a prof who he adored. He said, "Don't worry about a thing, this letter's the one you've been working for." But 3 months later, grad school still hasn't replied or called. And he sweared, "Oh man, where will I go come next fall?" And then he heads to the career center and gets some words walking through the door. They call him a slacker, they tell him he's late, and they tell him no more. God forbid a letter ever govern what your future will be, 'cause then you really might know what it's like for us ChemEs. I'm singing, then you really might know what it's like. 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 I've seen a smart kid fail, I've seen a good kid cheat, I've seen a slacker try. I've seen a kid give up, a tough kid thrown out, and even heard an honest teacher lie. I've seen the good side of bad and the downside of up and everything that you can. Well, I went to class, I took a lot of notes, I still failed my thermo exam. I joined AIChE a couple of times before I knew what it meant. You know what it means? Yo, it usually depends on your intent. Kid named Clark, he used to get good marks in the classroom with books. He liked to hang out with the car team, get awards, keep up his looks. Until late one night there was a big exam and Clark lost his head. He pulled out his black 89, gave an answer and was caught dead. And now his unit operations group was caught in the midst of all his pain. You know it crumbles that way, at least that's what they say when you're ChemE. And God forbid you ever had to wake up inside our class, 'cause then you really might know what it's like to have to pass. Yeah, then you really might know what it's like. Then you really might know what it's like. Then you really might know what it's like to be ChemE.